I'm Rodger Hobson. We're farmers just south of York at Crocky Hill. Family have farmed here for, I think, our 8th or 9th generation. Can't quite remember much beyond great-grandfather myself. The farming business here is focused on carrots and on arable farming. I think when you're born into farming, it's sort of in your blood, really. I was lucky enough to go and read engineering at university and have a bit of experience in wider commerce first. But when Dad said he was thinking about retiring, it wasn't a difficult decision for me to come back to my roots, and been here for the last 30 years and loved it. Still do. Our particular carrot enterprise is feeding carrots into food factories as an ingredient. So they could end up sliced or diced or shredded, or carrot sticks, batons. So they tend to be large carrots that we grow. We have about 15 or 16 customers who are food factories. They need carrots as an ingredient, and they operate 12 months a year. Hence we try and grow and produce them 12 months a year to the customers' requirements. There's a little seasonality because we supply into some of the big salad companies that great coleslaw and things like that, so they're busier in summer. We supply to some of the soup companies who are busier in winter. All in all, it's about 30,000 tonnes a year, which works out at about 600 tonnes a week, enough to keep us busy every week of the year. We think we're about 4% of the market and a bit of a niche player, really. Last year was the year to remember, or the year to forget actually, as everybody can remember. It was biblical floods, and the rain started in July and finished in June. Here we had 12 months of just solid rain. You know, it hit the national carrot crop. But pleased to say this year we're bouncing back. You know, it's been a normal English summer, 18, 20 degrees, pleasant, but not scorching. It's the sort of weather that carrots like, and it's been a good carrot growing year. It's not an easy crop to grow, and you need the right sort of soils, but ours are particularly sandy here in the Vale of York, and we're a great place to grow them. Carrots don't like clay land, don't like too many stones. We can grow them on stony ground with destoning, but stone-free is better. We need plenty of irrigation if it's hot, and we need great drainage if it's going to be wet, and we need a wide rotation. Carrots are prone to disease, so we tend to grow them on a 1 in 10, hence the arable farming for the other years, wheat, barley and cereals in the rotation, and other root crops as well, but don't grow carrots more than 1 in 10. A carrot harvested on this farm next June will have been planted the previous May, so 13-month-old carrot. If you're going to keep a carrot in the soil, you need really great soil health and keep him disease-free and high quality. The way to deal with the issues is to have a thorough understanding of the science, or as much understanding as we can get. Carrot fly is a good one. We have a full understanding of carrot fly. It's the 2nd generation carrot fly that is the threat to the carrots, and the art is to control the fly before he can lay his eggs and the grubs that cause the problem to the carrots. So if we can know when the 2nd generation carrot fly is emerging, we can then control the 2nd generation and stop the problem that way. Yeah, so these are Nairobi carrots. These are exactly how you would expect a UK carrot to be. Tasty, cylindrical. These are a little bit larger than a retail carrot, because that's better for the processing job we're going to use them for. But other than that, just exactly how we'd like them to be, really. So the start of the year with the incredibly wet weather, that set us back planting. So we plant a third of our crop as early carrot in February and March. We only got 2/3 of what we were hoping to get in, and all the main crop went in 3 weeks late on average. The weather's been kinder this summer, and as long as we've been managing to keep irrigating away, you know, carrots are looking good. You know, I'm hoping we'll have enough, and certainly the quality's great. The carrots are harvested fresh on the day for the day. The harvesting operation, the tractor and trailer takes them back to our wash plant. They're washed, sorted, graded and dispatched out to our customers for enjoyment. Carrots, I think, is an absolute classic. It's always a battleground for the retailers. All the major retailers are wanting to do a price match. At Christmas, the prices tumble down to about 15 pence, and often they're retailing at well below what the retailers are paying the packers and the growers for the carrots. This must be a good thing, to have the major multiple retailers subsidising the healthiest food that they sell. You know, it's good for the cost of living crisis, it's good for healthy eating. If they're paying 60p a kilo for the carrot but selling it at 15 and 20 and 30p, what's not to like about it? I did actually come home and sit down for a beer with my wife over the weekend, and I said to her, you know, I'm just loving my farming at the moment, and she'll tell you there were plenty of nights when I came home last winter and it was bloody water up to everywhere, and I was not saying that, and you know, but crops are looking good, weather's not too bad, as long as we're on top of irrigation, you know, drainage is going in, it's exciting what's going on. I can jump from one thing to another and waffle on whatever you like, really.